Hey, what's up guys, TBL here, bringing you another quick Destiny tips and tricks video, showing you guys a brand new Engram farming spot. I know I just had a video come out yesterday showing you guys my top 3 spots, but I just found a brand new one that is absolutely amazing. It is much better than all of the farming spots that I've shown you guys thus far. Now, first things first, I have to give a massive shout out to YouTube user the Completionist. I didn't actually know about this spot until I heard it from him. So major props to him. A link to his channel and his original video showing this farming spot will be in the description below. But alright, let's start up the guide. Now this farming spot is located on the planet Earth in the Cosmodrome. So just head into open patrol, or basically free roam mode, and follow the path I'll lay out for you here. Now if you've been through the first couple of story missions on Earth, this path will seem fairly familiar to you. Rather than going to the Forgotten Shore like in my previous Engram farming video, we're going to be heading to the satellite array. And just like last time, I'll be giving you guys a quick guide on how to get there. First things first, if you have one, whip out your sparrow and hop on that bad boy. And if you don't have a sparrow, don't worry, you can still follow this path. It'll just take you a little bit longer. Anyways, follow the path I'm taking here up to the Lunar Complex building. Again, chances are, if you've been through the first couple of story missions, you know exactly where this place is. Once you're here, make your way through the mini dungeon, either avoiding the hive or fighting them. That's up to you. I chose to avoid all of the enemies and just make a straight speed run through the complex. There will be several groups of hive and fallen enemies, including a wizard and a captain. You can either take them out or just run right past them. The path itself is fairly linear, so just follow it through to the end. Once you've reached the outside, congratulations, you're ready to start the farm. Now I'll show you exactly where to go. Now the enemies that you're going to be farming here are hive enemies that'll be spawning off in a faraway cave. This is the cave I now refer to as the Mystical Cave of Wonders. Yes, it's an Aladdin reference, no I'm not ashamed. And fairly soon you'll see why I picked that name. Now when you first get here, it's very likely that all the enemies that generally spawn in the cave will be dispersed around the field. And in order for this farming method to work, they'll have to be taken out so that they respawn inside the cave itself. Generally, this is a pretty quick setup. There will be other players in the area who are probably going to be taking out those hive, causing them to respawn in the cave. Additionally, some of the hive soldiers will also be taken out by the dispersing vandals and dregs in the area. Anyways, once you've wiped out the remaining hive enemies, you're going to want to head to a specific area of the map. The reasoning behind this is that if you're too close to the cave, the hive enemies won't respawn. So you want to stay a specific distance back so that the enemies will just continually respawn over and over again. This area right here is generally what I consider to be the optimal position. Simply look for this structure formation, kick back, and wait for the enemies to start spawning. Before long, if all the applicable hive enemies have been taken out, they'll all start to respawn in that cave right in front of you. Just keep your sights up and literally tag them the moment they spawn. As you can see there, I had a couple of little stragglers sitting around, but the moment I took them out, the enemies started respawning immediately in the cave in front of me. You don't even need to move from this spot. Just sit right here, wait for the enemies to spawn, and then take them out the moment they pop up. This is easily the best farming method I have seen in this game thus far. Now there will be a couple of world events that'll pop up that will break this pattern. If you saw that little message there, it said the enemy forces are moving against each other. This is a massive world event where a ton of fallen and a ton of hive will spawn and just go at each other. Now this will break the farming spawn, but don't worry, just push through the event, and as soon as it's done, fallen will start respawning in that cave almost immediately. So once the world event finishes, just go right back to your spot and start farming these guys again. The sheer amount of kills you're going to be able to get in a relatively short amount of time virtually guarantees tons of Engram drops. And as long as no straggling players wander too close to the cave, enemies are going to just keep respawning there indefinitely. Meaning you can just keep wiping them out over and over again and reaping those sweet, sweet rewards. This is a fantastic method of not only gathering engrams, but also completing weapon challenges and all sorts of things like that. And hold on, here's why we're going to show you why this should be called the Cave of Wonders. Take a look at that. This was after about 25 minutes of play. I wound up pulling a ton of rare and uncommon engrams. And just like this, whenever you're finished or whenever you run out of ammo or want to just check the cave, just walk right on in and take a look at that. But just stroll on in, pick up your stuff, and head right back to your camping spot. This was actually my second time clearing out the cave. The amount of rewards you get for this is just absolutely unreal. This is easily my new favorite farming spot. Because remember, the level of the enemy doesn't really matter so much as the total number of enemies you kill. The more enemies you take out, the more chances you have to drop engrams. Heading back to the Cryptarch here, and just look at some of the stuff I've got. I picked up one legendary weapon from this run, the Unfriendly Giant Rocket Launcher, as well as pushing through a full level with my Cryptarch, a full level and a half actually. Meaning this is also a fantastic way to level up your Cryptarch, since your Cryptarch rank increases a little bit every time you de-encrypt a rare, legendary, or exotic weapon. Gonna look here, and that is the legendary weapon I picked up, the Unfriendly Giant Rocket Launcher. Not bad, not too bad at all. And this method truly does provide a cave of wonders. Alright, that's it. Again, I just had to make a quick video to let you guys know about this awesome new farming method. And major props to the Completionist, where I first saw this method in action. Alright guys, that about wraps up this video. If you guys like what you saw here, feel free to check out my channel where I'll have a ton more Destiny videos coming out soon. Anyways, it's going to be it for me guys. As always, I am the Black Link. You guys stay frosty, and happy farming!